Anyway, let's introduce this fellow here who's been talking. And Nick, could you tell us who you are and what you're doing here?
Okay, I'm Nick Rauh, and I am Associate Professor of History at Purdue University, and I am the nominal director of the Rauh of Cilicia Archaeological Survey Project. I say nominal because my job is more of that of a facilitator for my researchers. At the same time, it was sort of my idea to come here and hunt for pirates, see where that goes over time. But I was able to recruit a number of really top talented people from the American School and elsewhere to sort of start this process of exploring what is a large region. We have a permit from the Turkish government to survey some 60 kilometers of the coast in this region, starting in Alanya all the way to Antioch, about 25 kilometers beyond here.
And all the way in the hinterland here too, is that right?
And the hinterlands all the way to the point of the Taurus, which are hidden today in clouds, so they can kind of make it out back there. Within this region, there are some 10 major urban sites, Greco-Roman urban sites, and thus far we've worked in the southern third or half of the region, and we have more than 40 rural sites already. And in the last 4 days that Professor Dillon has been with us, we've discovered 7 more, just like on one ridge back there. So that number turns sort of like the McDonald's sign. I was going to say, my role here is primarily just to kind of facilitate this operation logistically and in terms of authority. I speak very good Turkish, not fluent, but very good Turkish, and I'm the one responsible for obtaining all the various permits that are required by the Turkish government in order to do our work here. Not only the Antiquities Department, but the Foreign Service has to approve of us before we can come, and then the Interior Security Ministry has to approve of us before we can actually go into the field. We have to be approved by all 3 of these, and I'm the one that basically negotiates that process, as well as tries to set the logistics and make sure the rest happens in terms of grant writing, and also in terms of turning out the reports that we do, which we now do both in Turkish and in English.
Well, how long do you see working here, Nick? What do you see in the future?
Well, you know, this is the strange thing about this. We came in with a grant from the National Science Foundation to do all of the 600 square kilometers in 2 years. At the end of 4 years, we've probably done about 150 square kilometers. So this project is extremely open-ended. The fact of the matter is that there is only one site, which is Siedra, about 20 kilometers north of us, that has ever been excavated. The other 10 urban sites remain as they exist and as they have existed over 1,000 years or more. And so it's a very open-ended situation. For now, we're just trying to survey this in order to provide a historical map of the region, not only for the Turkish government and Antiquities Department, but also for the field. One of the interesting features that we're dealing with here, again, is our proximity to Cyprus, about 90 kilometers away. Our ceramics, for example, have tremendous relationship with Cyprus, and so we have some significance regionally here in the Eastern Mediterranean. This region has been described by ceramic specialists, for example, as the black hole of the Mediterranean. No one knows anything about it, and so we have a beachhead here. We have a handle on the situation, but we need to go in. We need to sort of get a further handle on this. And then ultimately, the Turkish authorities are so pleased with our work here that we are in open discussion with the director of the Alanya Museum, Ismail Karamut, and with the Antiquities Department about the possibility of an excavation. In which case, then, we can't talk time. I have no idea how long it will take.
Oh, that's wonderful. Thanks a lot, Nick.